my name is Mike. I am Victor Alpha 3, Mike Charlie Tango, and I'm going to take you through a demo of a system that I described in a previous video that is a link between D-Star and the DRAT software that runs on that, all the way through a radio messaging server into a common message server and out to a typical Winlink Express user at the end. So this is the flow that we're going to have from left to right, and I'm going to show you this through 4 tabs of different machines that I'm actually connecting through. So let's get started. So on the screen here you can see that I've got 5 tabs. One is the actual presentation, but these 4 tabs are really connections into 4 separate machines. So this first machine is a machine that's running DRAT software. The call sign is Victor Alpha 3 Yankee Echo Mike, and the idea is that this is a mobile user, maybe portable operations. They've got a laptop, a very simple connection into the back of an ICOM radio, and an ICOM ID88TH as a sample kind of radio. It's one of the ones that we use here in the club, and it's running this piece of software called DRAT. As you can see, it's got an inbox, it's got an outbox, it's got sent, and it's got trash, very similar to typical kind of things that you might actually expect to see. Now, I'm also going to go through and actually wake up some of the other machines that should be around. In particular, let me just get this going and force it to be much quicker, because I'm going to need to connect into these machines to actually do some communications. So these machines, they're constantly kind of checking to see who else is on the system at the time, but they do time out, so that's why I just need to make sure that they're actually up and running. So let's see if we can get them to talk to each other. Maybe if I bring this up, we'll start to see things happening here. This is a second machine, and this is Victor Alpha 3 Mike Charlie Tango, and I'm going to use this as that hub station in the middle. Okay, now you can see here that it's found Victor Alpha 3 Yankee Echo Mike in doing that ping around the systems. So it's now talking to this machine here, and you can see here that this system and DRAT's Victor Alpha 3 Yankee Echo Mike is able to see Victor Alpha 3 Mike Charlie Tango. So I'm going to make these 2 stations talk to each other and send email to each other, but eventually I want that email to end up on this machine, and this machine is running a standard Victor Alpha 3 Mike Echo Oscar. It's running a standard Telnet Winlink session with no other DRATs software, so it's got none of the ICOM technology on this machine. It's purely going to run standard Telnet into the Winlink system. The third tab is actually where you're going to see, if I get rid of some of these bits I don't need, it's going to run this system called Packlink. And you can see in the background I've also got RMS Relay running, I've got RMS Packet that's actually up and running as well. So lots of things actually going on this machine. You can see there it just moved, and someone else checked for any POP3 email that's coming through. Let me take you through the steps one at a time, and hopefully it will make a bit more sense. So on this machine here, I'm now going to create a brand new email, and I'm going to send it from YEM, which is our York Emergency Management Group, and I'm going to send it to our Markham Emergency Management Group. Now you will notice here that I have actually used an actual full email address for that call sign, and that's because I actually wanted to force it into that Packlink system to actually be able to send it through. Now, because it's actually a call sign, it does get recognized properly by Winlink as a valid Winlink user, and therefore it will actually stay within the Winlink system. Obviously, if it said VA3MEO@gmail.com, it would route it through to Gmail or Outlook or whoever it's supposed to be for on that system. So I'm just going to put in a very quick subject line here. And I'm not going to really put anything in the body. Now the key thing is here is that if you do send, it tries to take VA3YM this message and send it to VA3MEO. But you can see on the right hand side that VA3MEO is not an active station at this time on the D-Star system, either through RF or through whatever mechanism you happen to be connecting through. So it would never actually send it. It would just stay in the outbox and never go anywhere. But I'm going to click on this Send Via button. And this is critical for what we're trying to do here. So when I click on Send Via, it says, well, which port do you want to use? And it could be a radio port. In this case, it happens to be using an internet connection just for speed for the video. But it enables me to say, oh, there is Victor Alpha 3 Mike Charlie Tango right there that's connected on this port. I can actually see this user. I'm going to use that. And I'll click on OK. So now that email should be in my outbox. And what's happening is that this goes round a timer that actually says, can I send this? And actually at the bottom already, it said it sent it. Already it's gone from the outbox onto this other machine. So this is Victor Alpha 3 Mike Charlie Tango, the VIA station that we're going to send through. And it sent it to the outbox. Now as it happens, it's already sent the message sent. I wasn't quick enough to catch it. But we'll see that in here, this was taking up POP3 and SMTP messages in this packlink system. Already you can see that it received the message from VA3MCT into the packlink system. They happen to be running on within the same LAN of machines. So that subject test for video has already been sent in. So it's gone from packlink now to RMS relay in here, and RMS packet, and RMS packet will have sent it into the central messaging server. So now we've gone through D-Star RF, POP3 SMTP into packlink, RMS relay, and RMS packet. It's already been sent into the common message servers at the top. And now I'm just going to check and see if that email is available to me on my fourth machine. Okay, so at the moment there is nothing in here. Now there is one issue that I need to report into the developers, because they never actually put a date and time into the system. For some reason that doesn't go through. However, let's just check and see if that message has come through. I'm going to click on start. So this is using Telnet. It's going to connect in. You can see here already that it's got a message it's going to download into the system. And now if I go into here, you'll see that I've got a message that says test for video. Obviously I didn't put any detail in the body of the message, but you can see that the message has actually gone through. So right from the start of sending the message out, and you'll see now that it's in my sent box, the test for video, it sent it from an external D-Star based user through to a hub machine, which is taken the message, it received it, and then immediately said, I recognize this as an email address, I'm going to forward it on. Packlink took that message and said, I recognize that, I'm going to actually send it out as an email system through RMS relay and RMS packet. And eventually in the fourth screen you can see that this system actually was then able to go and pick up that message sometime later from the common message servers that are part of the system. So the overall picture, we did complete that from the DRAT system through RF into a POP3 SMTP system, through Telnet to the common message servers, and then back out through Telnet to a Winlink Express. I hope this has proved useful to you to show that this actually can work. It did take a lot of configuration time, and that was something I'm going to be documenting, but I wanted to show the capability of the system actually passing messages through from a DRAT system through to a Winlink Express user. Thank you very much for your time.